Today's tutorial features this floral and pink ribbon mani. You'll need a thin art brush for this, along with the polishes. The ones I've used that are pictured here will be listed below in the description. I knew when I saw this picture polish called Badass that I had to use it in this design, and I'll tell you more about that soon. With a base that's fully dry, you're going to begin building your floral design. I'm using a thin art brush and 3 different shades of pink to build this. I start by adding the base shapes for each of the flowers. You could add a base of white first, but I've decided to just go right into the pink and add a second coat to get that opaque look. You don't have to follow along exactly what I'm doing here. Typically with a floral mani, I just build it as I go and I don't follow any specific pattern or picture. In this case though, I am following a very specific design. You'll see a link at the bottom of the screen, and I would invite you to go view that video to see the inspiration behind these nails. I can tell you this, the floral design is based on tattoos, but there's no one who can tell this story better than the woman in the video, so please go check it out. Before I start adding the highlights to the flowers, I'm just adding some shape to those initial petals on that first large flower. For the highlight to the flower, you'll see I'm just using one of the other shades of the pink that I have on my nail. I'm starting with a dot in the center and then just dragging out some lines to add some dimension to the flower. I'm then taking my thin art brush and going back in with some of the lightest shade of pink in between those dark lines. For the center of the flower, I'm adding black and I'm using thin strokes with a little dab at the end of each of those lines. Don't forget to go back and add some highlight to all the smaller flowers on the nail as well. I'm just adding some greenery, some stems and some leaves, and I know it's difficult to see what I'm doing here, but in the end picture you'll get a better idea. Moving on to the accent finger, I'm adding the pink ribbon for breast cancer, and you'll see I just start by first adding the shape to my nail, and then I go back in and thicken up that line. When your design is done and fully dry, don't forget to add your top coat. Here's an up-close look at the 2 accent nails. Thanks so much for watching, and please don't forget to check out the video that inspired these nails.